Mr. Leo, Mr. Leo! Mr. Leo, Mr. Leo!
Hey, little acorn Jimmy. What's going on, fella?
Mr. Leo, I was hiding under my bed during all the fighting because, I'm just a little acorn guy, and I didn't see any of it. What happened?
Well, little acorn Jimmy, we decided that we did enough side quests at the festival and thought it'd be best to group up and journey into Magic's forest.
Wow!
Yep. And as soon as we entered, things started getting real wacky. The night sky started getting all screwy, so Artie's guiding was out of the picture. And when Hesk tried to leave the path on his own, he just looped back around like some sort of Three Stooges bit.
Whoa!
Crazy, right? Anyway, as we continued on, a giant boulder got flung kinda close to us. Like, not crazy close, but in our general vicinity, so we noticed it. And then a Cyclops showed up.
Ah!
I know! So I started trying to reason with the guy, but he seemed really confused. And it got to a point that I just didn't want to fight him because I felt bad. And then he smashed me with a rock.
Golly!
Yeah, so then I didn't feel bad anymore, and me and my buddies beat him up and saved the day.
Yay!
I know, we're so damn cool. Now all we gotta do is find those lost kids.
Wait, what lost kids?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Jester's Court. My name is Casey Reardon. I am your Dungeon Master, and joining me today, as always, we have Rachel Kordell.
Moop moop with the poom poom. It's Artemis, Alwyn, Kroft.
I like how yours has just devolved into nonsense now. I like it.
You said last time to do moop, so I'll throw moop in there.
That doesn't make it any less nonsense.
You're welcome.
We have Sky Swanson.
Bratha, Hesk squared, Hesk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Seth Coveyou.
And I play Barnabus Fletch, the teenage wizard heartthrob.
Yeah.
What a babe.
We have Andrew Frost.
Hey, I play the goat who's really bad at improv, Leo.
All right. And we have Jonas Tintenseher.
Snøfrid of Åsbrush, Little Red Riding Hoof.
Aww.
Oh, very simple.
Cute.
What's in their basket?
Cheese.
Last time, you all had defeated the horrible Cyclops who was harassing the acorn folk of Magic's forest and proceeded your way down the path where you heard the snapping of a twig behind you and you turned around and you see a small little mouse, a little field mouse.
Aw.
That's not dangerous.
He's wearing this cute little vest and he has a small little rapier tied around his waist.
Hello there, little fella.
Yes, he
Oh my
does.
goodness.
I thought it was just
Do not.
us.
We are looking for kids, not mice. Let us not interact with this. We can just move on.
Reaper Cheap, where did the children go?
Kind of looks up at you and kind of squints, tilts his head a little bit.
We don't need to be rude.
What? It's not rude.
Well, I mean, he looks like he has a name.
The children are obviously in danger, though.
I called them a name.
Okay, and need help.
Hey, champ. How you doing? Nice night.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals, I guess.
Ooh, okay. You cast Speak with Animals.
Yes. Hello, sir. We're looking for children. Do you think have you seen any?
I haven't seen any recently, my lady.
Of course. Yeah, that kind of seems to be the thing. Well, it appears that they've gotten lost. They haven't made it back to the city yet. So I don't know.
Are you
really
looking
know
to
what to
help?
Looking to help? Well, we could use help.
I'm asking if you are looking to help.
If I am looking to help find the children, yes.
He kind of looks around. Follow me. And he darts off the path into the woods.
Did you get their name?
We
No, follow them.
Okay, well.
I start following because it was very fast.
Hesk will take off after like, we don't know who this person is.
It's either Reepicheep or Matthias. We don't know.
No. Could be
Despero.
Despero.
It
Thank
could
you.
be
Despero.
It could be Mouse
Despero.
in reasonably priced sandals.
What?
He's wearing clothes. I trust him. Are you coming or not?
Well, if you run off, I'm gonna sigh and immediately follow and go, we should not be doing this.
I agree with Snøfrid.
Yeah, I feel like this is poor planning, but hey, why not?
You have to
Okay.
follow your heart.
So as you rush through the forest, you notice that you don't immediately end up back on the path. He kind of beckons for you to follow every once in a while, turning back to call and make sure that you're continuing onward with him. Eventually, you push your way through the thick tree branches and bushes, and you arrive in this beautiful grotto. A river crests downward, creating a beautiful waterfall in this open clearing. Flowers of all types bloom in brilliant hues, and the sounds of birds chirping soothe your ears as you enter. Sitting on a large rock over by the waterfall is a gecko, fast asleep.
Change.
Hesk will. I'm sorry. Is the mouse still there?
Yep, the mouse is in the clearing.
Mouse, we were looking for children, not a lizard.
I've brought you here to find someone who actually knows something.
We've been brought here for information.
Okay. Can we all understand the mouse, or can only
Just Artemis.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure there.
That's why I translated.
Hesk kind of looks to everyone if anybody wants to go before he goes.
What? The gecko. So I'm gonna go over to him. Well, you know what? Actually, first, is he's sleeping? I don't want to disturb him. Should we just wake him up? I don't
We
know.
are
What if he
on a
turns-
time crunch here. There
I
are
know,
children
but what if he
who
turned
could
into
be
a
dead.
dragon or something? It's not.
What?
No. Okay, fine. Just be prepared. And I go over and try to poke it, single finger,
You could gently rub one finger.
Well, I am. I'm just one finger gently. I'm not stabbing him with my finger. Just
No, but
just
caress instead of a poke.
Two fingers
We're
along
petting
the
him.
spine.
Yeah.
That is what Hesk likes.
I do
I mean,
that.
just regular people like to be caressed awake instead of poked awake.
I like
I
a
mean,
gentle shake.
I don't really want to be. I would rather be poked awake by a stranger than caressed awake by a stranger.
You know what? Big mood.
No, I would just if you just put your hand on my shoulder.
I would
or
like to
something
wake up the
that.
gecko.
Okay. You place a finger on the gecko. It kind of startles itself awake, looks up at you.
Hi. I was brought here to see if you know where some children are.
It kind of says, "What?" and then darts into the water. And as it does so, swooping down from the trees above is this massive owl with 6 brilliant wings. It lands atop the rock that the gecko was just on before bursting into a blazing light and transforming into a nymph with blue hair that looks like water that kind of crashes down into white peaks at the bottom, almost like a waterfall.
Ooh.
She wears these thick blue-rimmed glasses, and she takes a moment to look at you and then spots the mouse next to you.
Artemis is she was looking for the gecko in the water, and then as this is happening, it's a slow pan up or head turn up to look at the nymph oh. Oh, hi.
She looks down at the mouse that led you here and kind of crosses her arms and says, "Cedric, you know we aren't supposed to have anyone here in the grotto."
That's a
The
good
mouse.
mouse name.
Cedric kind of looks shyly away. "I'm sorry for all the confusion. Cedric will lead you out of the forest. Have a good day."
No, actually, we're looking for children that were... Well, they were supposed to come through to be tested, but they haven't returned yet.
Yes, no, all of the children who have been tested have safely made it out of the forest. Nothing to worry about.
Nah, not the last batch.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Leo, is this the bird?
Oh.
Maybe.
23.
Oh, she is a very bad liar.
Yes. No, they haven't.
I'm pretty sure they have. Yes,
No,
nothing to
they
worry
have
about.
not.
You can please go about your day. Everything is being handled.
Please.
Yes. You can see like sweat starting to drip down from her forehead.
Or is that
Please
just
allow
her
us
hair?
to assist.
Assist with what? There's nothing to assist with. It's fine.
Why are you lying?
No. Like I said, everything is being handled perfectly fine. No need to go
You're
around
still
and
lying to me,
upsetting
and
people.
I don't appreciate it. We came here to help.
She kind of bites her lip a little bit and looks down to the side and says, yes, all right, fine. There are a few kids who have gone missing. We are working very hard to bring them back, and we will have it under control momentarily.
Okay, it's been several days.
Yes, we are working diligently every single day. All of our time has been spent trying to find them, and there is nothing to worry about. The forest
So
is safe.
what do you know and what do you not know?
I
If you have not found success yet, perhaps you should consider hiring outside contractors. That's us.
Yes, we have very reasonable fees. I am confused here. You say we. Who else is searching? And why? What is this group you have in these forests? What is this forest?
Well, to answer your last question first, this is Magic's Forest. It was originally created as a prison for the goddess Magic. We have currently, we work for Magic here in the forest, and we have developed a relationship with the people of Follow Home. They have this tradition where they send their young adolescents in to sort of see a bit of the world, learn a little bit about themselves along the way, and we help them do that in a safe environment.
Okay.
Obviously not safe enough.
Yes, unfortunately not as safe as we thought.
I'm sorry, what is your name?
My name? Yes, of course. My name is Neomeris.
I'm Artemis.
And obviously you've already met Cedric.
Fine fellow.
Yeah, I'm Leo. Our name's a thing. I know names is sometimes a thing. I'm Greg, maybe?
Where was the last place you saw these kids? Can we go there?
The last place that the children were seen was, Cedric, I believe you saw them on the path. They were making their way back to Follow Home. And Cedric, as you can hear Artemis, says, yes, I do believe that Bark was the last one to see them.
Who is Bark?
Yeah, I translate. Do we know that yet? No.
We know a
No?
Bach.
Bach? Yeah.
Yeah, no, not the same guy, I think.
No?
Unless
I
it
would
is.
wager a guess this is a tree we're talking about now.
You know what?
No,
It sounds
that
sounds
sounds
not
like
accurate.
Bark.
Tree or dog. Could be dog.
True.
Bark.
Yes, well, Bark is another one of Magic's servants here who deal with the day-to-day of the hike, as it were. There are a few
They're
of
in
us.
administration.
Not exactly. He's more of a stage manager.
Okay, yeah.
Why did this
Ah.
very
can't with these
magical,
woods.
scary forest become Disney World? Okay.
I must continue my quest. And to do so means to
What?
save the children of Follow Home.
What
I
are
think
you
we're
doing?
backstage. I don't think you
Yeah,
need to
that-
do the voice.
Hess put
The
his
veil is
hand
being-
on
I'm
Barnabus.
gonna keep doing the lines like this.
Okay,
This
I mean,
is
listen,
how
if you're having a good time.
I'm gonna have a great time.
They've always wanted to come here. Do you think that we could get the mascot for Magic to come out and just take a photo or two?
I was
with them?
always the theater kid.
Yes, well, this is something that should never have happened in the first place. The way that the forest works, the way the path works, is you have to stay on the path. If you go off of it, it always just leads you right back. And the only way that you can get off the path is if one of Magic's servants leads you off, like Cedric. And
Very
she just
well.
glares at him again.
I don't know why you're glaring at Cedric. This is
Well, he led you off the path, didn't he?
okay, but this is pressing, and you don't have it under control.
I have a question. Does the path loop back around, or once you reach the end, do you just go back along?
I think it's beyond physical.
Yes, it's more of the path takes you along the journey. If you were on the hike, it will take you back to follow home. If you are just traveling through the forest, it should take you all the way to the other side.
I guess I'm asking, can we skip the middle attractions and go to the last place that the children were seen?
Yes, if you're with one of us, of course.
Okay, then lead the way.
We all get our fast passes from the
I'm still doing the play thing. I mean, I gotta
commit.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's getting a little too meta, even for my taste. But let's keep going.
I'm not sure going directly to the place that they were last seen is going to be any help. The forest shifts, which means the trails that people leave shift.
I don't think you understand. I am not taking "we will solve it" for an answer.
We need to help.
Yes.
I understand that, but I don't think that you'll be able to find any tracks. That's not how this forest works.
Okay.
Then what do you recommend we do?
If I knew that, I would be doing it.
Well,
Yeah.
That's
that's
fair.
not-
That is fair.
Okay.
that's
Well,
not-
how about Bach? Can we go to Bach?
Let's talk to Bark. Can we talk to
Yes.
Bark?
Let's talk to Bach.
no,
is it
Bach's my
pronounced?
dad. Bark is, I think, is someone else.
It's bark.
Let's talk
Yeah.
to
Bark.
Bach.
Yes, we'll go see
Spelled like the
Bark.
thing on trees. Yes.
It's when I'm saying the same thing.
All right.
Line.
There's a squirrel with cue cards up in a tree, just like looking at him.
Just sweating.
You keep putting two A's. I'm going to read both of them.
Yes, can we speak to Bark, please?
Bark.
Bach.
Certainly. She goes over to a row of different flowers, and she grabs one of them and just kind of flicks it, and it makes this bell chime sound. And you stand there waiting for about a minute or so before this tree stump-looking humanoid with almost like a wooden shield attached to his forearm just walks out of the forest.
What a little fellow.
Oh, very cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Bark. We are assorted people. We are looking for the children that you saw. What can you tell us about them? Thank you in advance.
Over and out.
Yeah.
Over.
Roger, Roger.
Hesk pulls out a little notepad and starts taking notes like he's a beat cup.
Good. I liked it.
The last I saw of them, they defeated the Blink Dogs and saved their groundhog. The path opened up for them to travel back to follow home, but they were distracted and were somehow allowed to wander off the path. I tried to follow them, but the terrain seemed to shift, and I could not follow.
I want to
they-
roll insight.
Sure.
Wait, actually, Jonas, did you want to roll insight?
I don't want to. I have none.
Oh, okay.
Also, I
alright.
believe him. I don't have any. Snøfrid doesn't doubt him.
Yeah. I want to also phrase a question with this too.
Sure.
I rolled very poorly.
It's okay. We still like you.
That's going to be a total 10. And
Okay.
my question is, which one of Magic's servants led them off this path?
That was exactly my question.
I do not know who could have led them off and also changed the terrain. It is something that all of us can do.
So you didn't see them.
I did not, but
Squint hard.
I did notice that there were sharp thorns that blocked my path, and then, out of nowhere, an incredible heat.
Aha! Thorns and heat.
Would that be a sign
Interesting.
for
Oh.
something?
Yeah, us, I think.
Can I roll magical lore, knowledge,
Yeah,
arcana?
Arcana or history or religion or
As-
something.
I as
Knowledge
well.
local.
I would
Yeah, knowledge logo.
Well, I mean, you threw a fireball and there was like a bramble. earlier. I mean,
There was?
What if we burn the forest down?
I would say you could roll either nature or arcana on this.
Can I would like to add a question that I think might be kind of covered in the same role space.
Sure.
I would ask of Bark, do the people of Follow Home know that there's like this production to like know that there's like a stage crew? Do the adults help set this up, or did the denizens of the forest just take it on themselves?
The only one in Follow Home who knows about the production of the hike would be the Duke. There also could be someone who is from the forest would know if they traveled outside.
Okay, yeah. And is there like a big scary lady around? Or if someone was just going to kind of play the pronoun game and say, oh yeah, she's in there and she did things, is that probably magic? Or is there like a different important lady in here?
They would probably be referring to magic herself.
Okay, just checking. Anyway, how about them rolls?
I got a 13 nature.
I got a 17 arcana.
So I'll say with the 13 nature, what you know is that everything in Magic's forest as of right now feels like it could be something manipulated by one of Magic's servants or Magic herself. It seems like they have a decent control over what happens here, if not full control. You have a feeling that there are probably some limitations to what they can do, but they have demonstrated that they do have a strong amount of power over the natural world here. As for the Arcana check, what you know, Barnabus, is that magic is definitely involved here. The heat and the brambles combined could be multiple spells being cast. It could be multiple entities at work, but without experiencing either, you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell if it was magical in nature.
Okay, so with the 17, I have learned nothing.
I mean, what you learn is what you can learn is from what he told you, and he told you he had brambles and heat.
Yeah, brambles and heat.
But it's not like a sign of anything in particular. It could just be anything. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But
yes,
yeah, I was thinking like an omen of a god.
Yeah, well, it's not. It could be anything.
I love that for us.
Yes, it's something magical, probably, because we're in the magical forest. I mean, that could have been extrapolated.
I got it. I know how to find it. I find it. I cast detect magic.
You go blind.
Hesk goes blind, falls to the ground, screaming.
I thought that would work. I thought that would work.
Oh, my friend.
If the path takes you to where you are intending to go, then Bark, could you perhaps, or someone else, if you don't want to go, could you just lead us, quote unquote, off the path with the intent of going to that place where the children went, and hopefully we would encounter the same thing again?
I could take you to the part of the path that they left, but once they are off the path, I have no way of following.
Well, my question is, does it matter where on the path we leave from if it all kind of goes haywire? Could you just start thinking, I'm going to go where the children are right now, and then like maybe maybe the brambles show up over there?
That makes sense.
So Neomaris chimes in and she says, for some reason, we haven't been able to find them with magic. We can't detect them anywhere. So just thinking, find the children doesn't exactly work. It was one of the first things we tried.
Right, but it doesn't bring up the brambles or the heat either?
No. We can't find them anywhere.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Although you didn't tell me about the brambles and the heat, Bark.
Oh.
You didn't ask.
Right. Of course.
Okay. I turn to the group and I say, my suggestion is then to go to do as Bark says, go to the place they left the path from and try there.
Yeah, I mean, that's our only option.
Yeah,
we have nothing here.
I do have a last
There aren't
question.
that many people that could possibly even lead them off. There's only 5 of us?
And you're
Yes,
terrible
that's
at
great.
communication. We've already seen this.
It's not that we're...
Hold on.
The
Wait,
little
who are the
acorns
five?
aren't part of the team?
I am trying to mitigate this disaster. If everyone in the forest knows that children have gone missing, there will be panic. And if panic happens here, it is going to lead out to Follow Home. And if panic happens in Follow Home, then bad things might happen to the forest and to magic.
We're not trying to start panic. We agree.
No, not at all.
Who are the 5? It is you, Cedric, Bark. Who else?
And then there's Paraphona and Themis.
It's Themis.
It's them. They have the most evil-sounding name.
Yeah,
I was
Themis
hoping
had the
we'd
most evil
recognize
sounding
one
name.
of them.
Yes.
I mean, what
they
makes it
sound
evil
menacing.
sounding?
I would say that.
Okay, yeah, well, we don't know them, so yeah, let's do the path thing, I suppose.
We don't know them, us.
We don't know
I
them
think
as...
Before we go, I do have one last question. Neomaris, I mean, does the heat or thorn say anything to you in particular, or are we still at that it's just some magic?
Well, the people here tend to use elements close to their nature. As a water nymph, I tend to have things related to water. Bark here tends to use tree magic. Themis is a fire nymph, and Paraphona is an Eladrin who has been in summer recently.
So either of them, the heat could correlate.
It's possible, but by the same logic, it could correlate with Bark.
It was not me.
Yes, okay.
Well,
Everyone
Bark,
can
that
get
was
in
an
a circle
example.
and
We
say,
don't know
it's
that,
not me.
Bark.
Well,
You're suspect number 1 in my book.
Well, you would need 2 of these people, no? Summer, Heat, and Brambles?
Do we know how many kids were on the route in general?
There were 6.
6? Okay. And do we have all their identities or just the...
You
We
have
a
3 of
couple
them.
No,
them.
half of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. I guess let's go to the location, see if we can get more there.
every few feet, I click my heels together and say, Nestle test Cecil, Nestle test Cecil, Nestle test Cecil, Nestle test
Cord,
Cecil,
cord.
Nestle test Cecil. You gotta try something. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, no. Good if it guesses mine.
Bratha.
No, that's you. I think you're right there.
We found you.
No, that is the name of my god. Change.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good to know. So you're named after a god?
I am the name of my god by my people.
Oh, okay.
In our culture, names usually carry meaning along with them.
That's lovely. I
Very
wouldn't have
nice.
known that.
No, I was not just saying my name over and over again when I was summoning things.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to say, I mean, a little bit of a complex, but you're still a nice guy. But
I mean, I wasn't going to judge you about it.
Not judgment, just
if it makes you do that, I'm not going to say no.
I'm just like a little bit to the back and to the side, just going Snøfrid.
All right. Eventually, you are led through the forest by Neomaris, Cedric, and Bark. And you get to the point that Bark says that the children disappeared. There seems to be a small campsite on the path. It looks like it has kind of been thoroughly searched through already. It's just a fire pit, fully cold at this point. A few logs have been kind of brought out to sit around it. And that's what you see with your initial scan.
I would like to investigate further.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
All right, let's not mess this up.
And then he messed it up.
So far I didn't.
Hey.
26. Because we got a 19, baby.
nice.
Okay. What I will say with a 26 is that you find a couple of fallen autumn leaves that are just around the pit. It is not autumn in here at all. It is full-blown, like, summer. So it's odd to see that there are fallen, like, fresh, nice, vibrant orange leaves on the ground.
It's a metaphor.
You said that there's a summer Eladrin, right?
Yes, that's Parafana.
All right. Is it possible Parafana's going through some stuff? Because I see these leaves over here.
Well, summer for an Eladrin tends to be a time of anger most of the time.
Okay, and what does autumn mean?
Autumn tends to be about goodwill and peace.
Okay, so that's promising if they did happen to see our buddies here. Is there any way we can get in contact with this Parafana?
Yes, I should be able to get in contact with her as well. And she's going to head over
we
towards...
we all just stare, waiting for her to do that.
Yeah.
oh, you meant
pull
now.
out the walkie-talkie.
One
Wait,
moment.
Yeah, that'd be
Expectantly,
good. A little pressing. I mean, as you can imagine.
She holds her hand over towards the side of the path, and from her hand, it slowly starts to rain, and another flower pops up, and she flicks that one for another bell chime. And coming out from the forest after a decent amount of time is this bright yellow summer Eladrin with long flowing hair. She kind of has a bit of a scowl on her face at the moment. And she, as she's coming out, she says, Neomeris, why are you calling me here? You know that it's my time off right now. I don't have to... And then she sees all of you. And she's like, what are they doing here?
I think Casey just made this adventure to like vent about a previous work environment that he was sick of.
Yeah.
These are just all the coworkers he had.
Yeah, like I'm not
at all,
gonna.
but that would have been a good idea.
I'm gonna stay out of this until like Neomeris like soothes it over or does worse. I don't know. We just interrupted someone's 5, and like I don't want to.
Sorry about that. You know, when I'm on vacation, I disable the work far sending stone. I just won't pick it up.
Yes, well, your job isn't a prison, is it?
I mean,
No, it's
all
not.
jobs are kind of prison. Let's be honest now. Am I right?
Yeah. Unless you love the work and...
What is it you want, Neomeris? Yes, right. We have been, going over, a bit of a situation. You remember with the situation? Yes, I know what you're talking about, Neomar. Spit it out. Yes, well, we have made a new discovery, and she just kind of gestures to you all.
Yeah, hey, hello, how you doing? Leo, nice to meet you. Saw this
Didn't it?
pile of... I mean, you didn't, but I feel like it's polite. Anyway, saw this pile of leaves over here. Thought it was, maybe a little strange because it's the middle of summer, as I'm sure you know, because you're glowing. So, my idea is kind of moot.
She slowly crosses her arms and says, what are you trying to say?
No, I was just wondering if more recently, autumn.
Oh, you think that just because there are leaves on the ground here from autumn that I'm instantly implicated?
No, I mean, I don't want to insinuate things. I mean, that would be terrible. It'd be awful.
It seems like that's exactly what you're doing.
Oh, no, I was just curious. I mean, we really only know about you other than the fire fella that, was able to kind of traverse this more so often. So it was worth a shot. I mean...
It was more so we weren't able to get information from anyone else, so speaking to you directly in case you happen to have seen something.
It sounds an awful like you're trying to accuse me of snatching
not at all.
children.
Accusing. Nope.
No, what makes
Absolutely
you say
not.
that? I've
Because you pointed to
I'm
this
starting to feel that...
new evidence of leaves on the ground and then instantly decided, oh, yes, let's call the Eladrin.
You know what? I feel like you're getting kind of defensive over something that's really
Okay,
not that...
all right.
Pressing?
Leo,
I mean...
Leo.
I'd like to make an insight check real quick.
Sure, go ahead and make an insight check.
Gotcha.
Yeah, what's your alibi?
Something stinks, and I think it's rotting leaves.
Where were you the night of the 22nd?
Yeah, that's a 3, so...
Oof.
Yeah, you have no idea. She just seems really upset. Oh, yes, I'm getting defensive because you're clearly attacking me because I don't see Themis here at all, and yet you're accusing me.
Well, Themis
You were
senses
just-
I don't
things
see
on
you asking
fire,
any questions
and
of
those
Bark
are dry, crunchy leaves.
or even of Neomeris or Cedric, and
Oh,
Cedric
you
kind
already
of
did.
just looks up. Oh, but I couldn't be present for those questions, but they get to be present for mine.
It was more so they've ended up finding us.
Yeah, if you want them to go, we can just have them go in the corner over there.
Leo, you're really not helping anything.
I'm
That
not,
was a good suggestion.
yeah,
No?
I'm not sure if
Like,
there's
hold
really
on,
any
hold on,
helping this
hold on, Artemis.
situation.
Artemis? Okay, hold on. You know what? Now you don't get to listen, and I'm going to talk to them in Sylvan.
Okay. I speak
Very
Sylvan.
nice.
I think
Yes,
that's
I also speak Italian.
Yeah.
Good callback. Good callback. I apologize for my earlier, jumping of the crossbow. It's just kind of a delicate situation, as I'm sure you know, as you guys have been embroiled in this whole shebang for the last couple days. Let's start
They
off
have.
different.
I haven't even been here. Like I said, I was on break.
Oh, my apologies on that. But have you heard any mumbles or anything?
How long is break? Wait,
I was gone for the past 2 weeks.
okay.
And do you have anyone who can attest to that story?
Wait, you speak it too? Both?
I speak Sylvan.
What? Why does this not come up? We could have had like cool little catchphrases and stuff.
Well, I like to be more inclusive, but it seemed like this was starting to get out of hand, and I don't know. Whatever we can do to help quell the frustrations that everyone seems to be feeling. I understand, there's lost children, and obviously we're visitors to this place, and you guys run a tight ship and all that, and we loved participating in the production, but it is rather serious, and I think if you're going to catch and be aggressive, it doesn't help the children, and that's at the end of the day, that's our goal. You have to understand. You got to look past the fact that you weren't consulted, because we're just following a trail, and we hope against hope that at some point someone is going to give us vital information to save innocent people.
She kind of takes in what you have to say and sighs before saying, No, there's not anyone to corroborate where I've been. This place is not just a prison for magic, but some of her closer servants also cannot leave. I was in a different part of the forest, trying to stay as far away from this job as I possibly could and actually get some relaxation.
Okay. And I say in common to the gathered group, is Bark with us still, or is Bark gone? Okay. Gathered group that doesn't have Themis yet. Okay. Let's just take a moment. Maybe we consider gathering Themis, but at this point, where everyone has claimed they had nothing to do with it, the only course of action I can see that would lead to a positive resolution for this production company
Is to kill Themis.
is to escalate this to the highest order.
Are you saying that we...
Neomaris chimes in and is like, No. We don't need to tell Magic about this just yet.
Is there something like Barnabus? Can I, as someone who understands how to pull on the weave of the world, can I pull on the weave in like a spiritual sense to reach out to the grantor of great boons, Magic herself?
Ooh, I like this. I like this idea. Okay.
Could I semi pick up what Barnabas is trying to do, and Hesk literally just places a hand on your shoulder as a highly spiritual person himself, and somehow lend his own connection to the more religious aspects of these aspirations that Barnabas is trying to achieve there.
Yes.
And instead, provide the help action.
Awesome. I want to open the floor to really everyone, because I did say that in common, and I think you can kind of get the vibe pretty easily of what Barnabas is going for.
Sure. I mean, I'll just lend my magical ability to yours.
Okay, if you want to, or you could raise questions and concerns, because Demas has also raised a concern.
I don't have if I don't have the information to raise a different concern.
Okay.
So
If
Fair.
you ask, Bratha can translate everything.
All right. So, Hesk, you place your hand on Barnabas's shoulder as Barnabas tries to channel magic's will to try and call out to her. And Barnabas, I want you to roll me an Arcana check with advantage
Oh, cool.
because you're getting the help action from Hesk.
Yeah, you hear Hesk offer up a small prayer, and Draconic and just goes,
Segue Bratha Utelion Etrak.
Okay. I rolled a 5, and then I rolled a 7, and that total is going to be 14.
Okay.
All right.
oof.
That's not too bad.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
not the greatest,
so,
but it's not bad.
What are you gonna do?
Above
we need
average.
it. We definitely
Exactly.
need it higher.
So you can feel the magic of change flowing into you from Hesk as you're trying to reach out to magic, and you can feel something. You're like tugging at the weave, and you're trying to find the source, essentially. You're following threads, trying to find one that will lead you directly to magic herself and just tug on it to try and pull her closer. But you can't quite find it.
Okay.
And as Neomaris sees you do this, she kind of rushes up and like kind of grabs both of your hands and holds them tight. It's like, no, we don't need to tell her yet. We still have Themis to talk to.
Hesk would rip his hand from theirs and then grab their hand off of Barnabas and throw them off of Barnabas in a aggressive, but also just like, do not touch Barnabas right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep focused, and like I've got both hands on my staff, and I'm just eyes closed, and just reaching out with my feelings.
on behalf of the non-Sylvan speakers, can I ask what information was revealed in that conversation?
It has, my brain is bad, so yes, Hess does.
So you said that the forest is a prison for magic as well as her closest servants. So is there anyone involved in the hike production that is not on that list of closest servants who would be imprisoned?
No, all of us who have the ability to manipulate the forest are on that list.
Okay. Well, I thought I had something.
It was a good thought, Snøfrid. Check the list of enemies before any others.
If we need to talk to Themis, perhaps we should summon them then.
Yeah, let's get Themis in here, yeah?
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
How do we do that? Do we just chant their name?
I imagine it's another bell.
No, I will get another bell. And she once again holds her hand out over the forest. It rains down and another flower pops up. She rings it, and walking through the forest, you see the glow of her fiery hair before you see her is Themis, a fire nymph whose hair is ablaze. She is dressed in a long flowing gown of fire that licks at the vegetation around but does not burn it. And she comes up and she says, What is going on here? Why have you called me, Neomaris? Yes, this is about the issue that we've been having for the last week. Yes, and do you have any more news? Well, these actual adventurers wish to help us in finding them.
Hello.
Yes.
Leo gives a little wave.
I am a
Hello.
14-year-old boy. I am ready to go on the adventure.
Ignore me.
We are investigating. Yeah, this is true. We have spoken to your other 4 crew members, other 4 people in the stage crew, and we were just wondering. Snøfrid looks between. Barnabus is still meditating. It's like looks between Hesk, Leo, and Artemis because she knows that she is going to say the wrong thing and doesn't want to get into another like, oh no, you're accusing me again. But like we noticed.
We were looking to see if, like, what information that you might have about it.
I can't say I have much. Their hike, if I recall correctly, was more about helping small woodland creatures. Most of my aspect of the production has to do with more environmental challenges.
Okay. Again, and we're not necessarily accusing. We're more so just gathering information, presenting evidence. By the way, are the brambles noticeable around us? I don't know.
You don't see them anymore. No, they are not here.
Okay. Bark mentioned earlier that at the scene of their disappearance, there were brambles and heat. And we were perhaps wondering if there was any involvement from, or not involvement, but necessarily if you knew about heat in this area, why it would come here, especially if you were dealing with an environmental hazard for them on their path.
If it was an environmental hazard that happened, it was no work of mine.
Okay. Did you just say that you were more environmentally involved?
I say I do that for the productions, but there was not supposed to be any environmental hazards on this one.
I see.
Other people in the forest, yo.
Before this most previous group of children got lost, I forget their names, and frankly, don't care. Before this previous group of kids came through, the ones that came before them, they got through fine?
Yes, no one
And how
else.
long?
I was just going to say no one else has ever gone missing.
Yes. And between that group and this group, was there any changes or anything strange that happened in the woods? Was there any sightings of anything odd or out of place? Did anybody leave?
No, I don't think I've noticed anything or anything strange or different in the interim between those two adventuring parties. Has anyone else? Paraphana says, "No, I haven't." Themis says, No, I don't believe so. Cedric squeaks, and then Bark says,
I do not believe so, although I think I saw the rock outside his nesting area. It was dark, but I think it was him. I have not seen him since.
Well, that's a big bird, Snøfrid.
Bark, I know the path is wandering and the wilds are shifting. Is there like a particular direction the children went off from this spot? I know it's meaningless, but just roll with me here.
He kind of points off the path, which from your perspective is to the right. Compass rose doesn't quite work exactly the same here, but we'll say it's to the west.
Sure. I look in that direction. I raise my my hands. I play a couple notes on my harmonica as the verbal component of the spell, and kind of glancing at Barnabus because he's the one who helped we develop the spell together. I will just turn in that direction and just point and cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Whoa.
Can you roll me a d20?
D20 for the magic.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
I wish I'd done that on the next thing.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a d6.
3.
3. This is beautiful, and I love it. Your eyes widen and sparkle, releasing the true anime girl inside. You gain advantage on persuasion rolls for the next 10 minutes.
Oh!
Snøfrid, you are
I
so
have
kawaii.
-2 to persuasion.
But now you have advantage.
Okay.
My God.
And you point and cast Dispel Magic in a direction. That I will need you to make just the regular Dispel Magic check for.
Yep. I'm going to use my inspiration for advantage.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. First roll was better anyway. That's a 19.
Okay. With a 19, what I will say is, rather than dispelling the magic of the forest itself.
Yeah. Not aiming for that anyway.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this 6th level wizard just unleashed an entire god on the world.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh, that was easy.
Anyway, continue, Casey.
You catch a glimpse of what might have lied in that direction that the kids might have gone off to. It's pretty far in the distance, but you see a volcano before the forest overtakes your vision again.
What was that?
Is there... I don't know, weird question. Is there like a volcano around here?
Neomaris turns to Themis and says, yes, there is. That's where Themis's domain usually resides. Why?
I didn't know there was a volcano in the area.
It is complicated. If we're done here, I suggest we check out the volcano. I kind of like looked at Barnabas and like make sure he's still breathing.
Poke him a little bit. No, I'm sorry, caress him a little bit.
Why exactly would we be checking out the volcano?
I think it might be related. I'll roll my -2 persuasion with advantage if you want. I bat my big puppy dog anime girl eyes.
Oh, so cool.
It looks like I'm doing it to be cute, but I'm actually just incredibly nervous.
Glitter is just getting everywhere, Snøfrid.
Sorry, I don't know what this is. I can't control it.
I can't get it off.
As you suggest going to the volcano, Themis is just going to say, Neomaris, this is absolutely ridiculous. If we're going to be checking out my volcano, then why don't we check out Bark's hovel or anyone else's place? Bark is much closer than my volcano.
We can do those too.
Yeah,
Let's do the volcano first, though.
But that's much farther away. We should probably check out Bark's place.
We came in here for a hike. Let's go on a mountain hike. Don't you guys like mountains? Which way to the volcano?
Insight.
Do you need to?
No,
On
we don't
the
need to.
mountain. That mountain's up to something.
You don't need to, because as Snøfrid says, no, let's go there. We're going for a hike. Themis's kind of smile breaks and she just kind of frowns.
Uh-oh.
And says, poo. And suddenly the fire that was enveloping her disappears into a smoke, and before you stands this purple, scraggly-haired old woman hunched over with long fingernails, and she just says, "You've made a mistake." And then suddenly she disappears.
It was Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga.
I think that was the she I was asking about.
Neomaris, Bark,
Hansel and Gretel.
Paraphana, and Cedric all kind of just look super confused and shocked to see that Themis was indeed a hag of sorts. And they all just kind of look at each other.
Well,
that was odd.
Yeah.
You know what they say, just cut the knot. Okay, where's the volcano then?
Yes. We'll lead you right to it.
Don't worry, we're professionals. We are going to charge the hag rates, but it's just a small increase.
Cedric, I'm going to need you to lead them to Themis's, if that is even her name, volcano. I am going to need to do some damage control. Bark, Paraphana, I could really use some help figuring out who, if anyone else that she has interacted with, has perhaps not been who they say they are. And Paraphana just instantly lights up in this bright light, her anger starting to seethe even more at being fooled by Themis. And they start heading off the path, and Cedric just kind of looks up at you all.
All right, we follow Cedric.
Would it make sense to do another roll or
For your magic
another
meditation?
yeah,
roll
for
what?
the meditation I was doing this whole time?
Oh, the way that I pictured that roll being was the roll failed. You don't get to keep rolling over and over again.
Yeah, okay.
So I put my hand on Barnabas' shoulder and kind of like a gentle jostle of like, hey, you are you good? We have to leave.
Oh, I felt like I was so close.
Hey, it's worth a shot, bud.
What happened?
I think we're about to get a little bit closer.
we're going to a volcano.
Themis turned into an evil old hag, and worry not, we will find magic. There's change to bring here.
All right then. You guys smell something burning?
And that's where we'll end the session.
Gosh.
Oh, I can't believe it was Themis the Menace.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right. Does anyone have anything they'd like to plug before we go?
I'll just do it. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Majora's Rose. Check out Kingdom Fair at kingdomfair.com. Come see me sing and stuff. And yeah, at Rachel Kordell for personal socials. Thanks.
if you go to my my link tree or my itch at tintenseher.itch.io, you'll find the visual novel that I wrote last month as part of a team. It's called Help, Ghosts, Party. It's got some really adorable art. It has we coded the engine from the ground up and some original music. Check it out, give us a review, and help those ghosts have a great party.
If you want to catch more D&D with me, you can go to Clickety Clackety RTA on Twitch, where we are playing The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We are not very far into it, but we are currently in the Feywild, much like the party here. So there's bound to be a lot of horrible magic shenanigans going on. So tune in every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
If you like this podcast, why not leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Facebook or wherever you listen to podcasts? You can also follow us on social media at RPJesters on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or reach out to us on email, rpjesters@gmail.com.
If you like the podcast, you can also leave a review.
I did this. I did that.
Shit.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
Oh, no, Sky.
Come here.
If you like this
Hey,
podcast,
fella.
you can also give Sky a phone call.
Give me a phone call.
His number is going to be
443-5.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
That was good.